does lead to one other caveat. It's not a bad game, but it just doesn't feel like it justifies a full price tag.
It saddens me to say, but 2018 has again outdone itself, and this is just a horrible, horrible game.
I'd be so much more forgiving if the game was coming out at a lesser price, because I see so much potential that it could be harnessed to make a great game.
But it's all wrapped up in a package of multiple frustrations, technical issues, unavoidable repetition, and a general lack of direction or a serious drag on an otherwise exciting, intense, zombie-filled cooperative adventure.
Do not buy Overkill's The Walking Dead.
So, Overkill's The Walking Dead, the most hated and talked about game of 2018. A game developed and published by Starbreeze Studios, 505 Games and Skybound Entertainment. And of course, Starbreeze Studios are known for their great and very successful payday games. A game company loved by many players. Well, at least up until this game came out. With reviews ranging from 55% on PC Gamer to 3 out of 10 on GameSpot, Overkill's The Walking Dead was a huge, massive, humongous, fucking gigantic failure. So much so that Skybound Entertainment, the ones who owned the Walking Dead trademark and franchise, ended up taking legal action against Starbreeze Studios for the game. How that ended, I haven't been able to find out, but that just shows how hated this game was on release. But why was it hated so much, and what didn't people like? Well, from what I've been able to read online and see from multiple YouTube videos, people thought the game was aimless, had a terrible story, buggy, and just an all-around letdown because of their high expectations for both the franchise and the game company Starbreeze Studios. Apparently on release it had a lot of matchmaking connection issues and game-breaking bugs. But when I look back at that now and I see the bugs presented by game reviewers and YouTubers, it actually wasn't that bad compared to what we get nowadays on release day. Of course, matchmaking issues is a huge problem, and even though I didn't really experience that from what I remember, it probably was an issue. But the bugs from what I've seen were just zombies glitching through the wall or AI being a little weird and stuff like that. But sadly today, that's just a given. So maybe it wasn't back then, but today at least, that's just a given for every game. And it seems that you have to wait like around 5 to 6 months before the game you bought actually has become the game that you were promised. Anyways, besides matchmaking issues, bugs and high expectations, what else didn't people like? Well, here's a couple of reviews from IGN, GameSpot and stuff like that. It's too bad that killing zombies with melee weapons is so important because the melee weapons aren't much fun to use. They all feel clunky and more or less the same. Fighting off large hordes becomes repetitive despite the very satisfying wooden funk sound you get from smacking a zombie right in the skull. An otherwise pretty decent game is completely let down by how it handles players, connections and matchmaking. When I want to play a mission, I click on its map icon and I join a long matchmaking process that matches me up with other players who also wants to play that specific mission on that specific difficulty level. This chops the online player population into dozens of separate pieces. The Walking Dead encourages playing and replaying missions, so it's a surprise that there's no option to search for any game at any difficulty level. So I'm gonna get into these things mentioned here when I start showing you the gameplay and just how the game basically works. But to summarize here, the game felt clunky for a lot of people, matchmaking wasn't too great and the game would get repetitive. And I'll get into why I disagree with some of this. I can't really disagree with the matchmaking because, you know, I don't remember from back then. And from the videos I've seen, it was true, the matchmaking wasn't too great. But I'll get into why it's not a problem anymore, luckily it has been fixed actually. And then you might think to yourself, well yeah, of course 4 years later that should have been fixed. But no, this was actually all fixed within the first 3 months of the game's release. Why do I say that? Because after 3 months the game no longer existed on any gaming platform anymore. You heard that right, the game was criticized to the point that the game was taken down from everything after a little over 3 fucking months. But mentioning that leads me to the aftermath of Overkill's The Walking Dead. Overkill The Walking Dead has been cancelled despite being available to play for over 3 months. Skybound Entertainment, who owns the Walking Dead franchise, said it has broken off its contract with video game developers Starbreeze Studios. In an official statement, Skybound said, "The Walking Dead did not meet our standards, nor is it the quality that we were promised." Skybound Entertainment are now taking legal action against game developers Starbreeze Studios. As a result, the game is expected to be removed from new purchases on the PC gaming platform Steam in the near future. Starbreeze, however, are in talks to allow them to deliver extra content to the players who have already paid for it. So yeah, a couple of months after its release, it was taken off. It's crazy what the power of bad reviews can do, huh? And now this is what the game looks like on Steam. This is in my library. It's just empty. A black void with text on the screen saying Overkill The Walking Dead. Like, this looks like a game I've cracked or something and put onto my Steam library. It's sad really to look at. But luckily it was and is still playable for those who bought it. And yes, even with matchmaking working. So you can still play co-op and multiplayer. So after having presented you with all of the backlash, reviews, and basically just the aftermath of the release, I want to show you the game, what it's like, and the gameplay, and tell you why I loved and still love the game, despite it maybe having some bugs here and there and maybe a bit of repetitive gameplay. Anyways, yesterday I recorded a gameplay session of me going through everything in the game and explaining, well, basically anything. So enjoy a less structured me, not really having a script or anything, just ranting and trying to explain everything without really remembering anything. And then some gameplay and even multiplayer, because apparently I'm not the only one playing the game today. So here's the game, why I love it and how it works. See ya on the flip side. So after having mentioned all that, the aftermath, why it was disliked and hated when it came out, why it was taking off, everything. Let me show you some of the game, because I have it. Let me just take you through a mission and let me show you kind of the menus and how everything works. And then I'll tell you why I think this is a really, really fantastic, great co-op and single player game. So here we are, this is the map, this is where you pick missions, so it's kind of like Payday, as you can see. The same developers, so it makes sense. Let me go through the menus, I'll show you. Here's the map where you pick missions. There's like different rewards, weekly missions. They still have that, even though it's not like you can't buy the game anymore. It's really weird. The skulls here represent the difficulty, just like every other Payday game. Yeah, you have the camp here you can go to, which is basically just the main hub. Then you have the DLC missions. I haven't been able to play those. I never got to buy it before it was taken down. I think you can still buy it though online, but I'm not gonna do that alone at least. So next thing is the characters. Here you have all the different characters. There's a character I don't have unlocked because it's a DLC character. But these are different classes. You got Heather, the scout. You got Aiden, who I've played as mostly, who deals extra damage with shotgun, pistol, and baseball bat. He has a flashbang. Toughen up, he gets a boost of damage after it. So they all have different traits, and they have more damage with different weapons, which is really cool, because if you like to use shotguns like I do, then you would pick Aiden. But if you want to use rifles a lot and revolvers, then you pick Grant, for example. He has flashbangs, but he has molotovs. So like they also have different equipment. You have Maya, who's good with SMGs, revolvers as well. And then you have Reyna, who's good with crossbows, pistols, and pickaxe. So more like a stealth. Now spoilers, real quick. The reason Heather is cut out here is because at one point in the story you actually have to pick a character to kill off, basically. And I chose Heather to die, as you can see. I had even played as her, and instead I got Reyna. So that is also a cool thing I haven't really seen in a game before, like at least in a co-op game, multiplayer game, where you can kill off one of your characters and not being able to play as them. Now each character also has skills, as you can see here. If we go into skills with Aiden, there is a lot of skill tree. In level 22, I'm not even fully through all of this. But there's the flashbang, you can level up. There's the toughen up skill he has, you can level up. And there's the weapon proficiency, which is basically just a shotgun and pistol, which he's good with, and then baseball bat. And you don't have to use these weapons. I could pick maybe a rifle here, sniper rifle, or an SMG, whatever. You don't have to pick that. If you just want the flashbang, for example, and you don't like shotguns, you don't have to use a shotgun. So that's also really cool that they're not like locked onto that specific those specific weapons. And besides that, you also have core abilities instead of the character's abilities, which are just basically the same abilities across every character. There can be crafting, there can be stamina, health, and weapon, just the basics, core abilities. So that's a really cool thing. And then these weapons also have modification, where you can put on these different things which do different, you know, has different stats. Just your basic modification, and it's not really detailed, but it's there and it's really cool. It's just great to have for a game like this. But you can modify your weapons, and there are different, as you can see, like the color, it's just like Fortnite whatever game, the basic thing in games where there's weapon rarity. There is that in this game as well. Then at the bottom you have your secondary ability. Besides, like, he has a flashbang, but then he can also have this ability, like every character is able to choose here. As you can see, it's the secondary to the one they have. He has a flashbang, he has a Molotov, she has a medbag, you know. So here I've chosen a bandage. It's important. You can also choose throwing knife, whatever. So you also have a secondary ability. Besides that, there's also customization. It's for your character's skin. I don't have any, but it's for your character's skin. For your knife, you use that a lot. For your flare gun, I don't really remember ever using that, but maybe you do use it a lot. And there's just accessories. So the characters and the classes are really in-depth, as you can see. It's just really cool. I don't know why. Like, I don't think you could have shit on this when it came out. It's not too complicated and it's not too minimal, you know? Besides that, we also have survivors. Now this is also a really cool feature. This is how you get materials. It's kind of like The Last of Us multiplayer, where you could send out characters you would get, like survivors, and send them out on missions to get rewards, but there's also a risk. Now let's look at one. I don't know if I have any people in. There's a cool reward. Okay, it's level 9. Now I don't have any survivors. I got them working on different stuff or dispatched on a mission. But you would be able to put in your survivors here, and it says like, oh, okay, you need a support, you need a sniper, a tank, and a scout. So you would try to see if you could put those characters in. I can't really show it, but when you put characters in, it gives you a percentage of the success rate, and you can take a chance. If you, for example, don't have a scout available, you can take the risk. They might die, you might fuck it up, they might fail, and then you won't get anything. So that's a really cool thing to have, like, running besides your own scavenging and missions. It's just a way to, like, have stuff happening meanwhile you're doing stuff. So with other survival games, it's you doing everything, but here it feels like you have a community who's working together, going on missions, getting stuff for the community. It's really cool. And then you have workstations, which is workstations where you can put in survivors to grant you bonuses on your missions, and then you can take them out if you feel like, okay, you don't need that for this mission or whatever. And yeah, it's also a really in-depth cool thing. And we also have camp upgrades, where you can upgrade your camp, because sometimes your camp will be invaded by other survivors and then you have to protect it. So upgrading this will help you out in those scenarios. But upgrading your camp also allows, gives you access to new stuff. For example, survivors can now join your camp. That's the first thing you can buy here. If we go to the second level, bounties are now unlocked, so you get bounties, and it increases maximum number of survivors. So there's a lot of progression going on here. It's really cool. And you, for example, also get lockpicks. And that's just the hub. Then you have the depot, which gives you bonuses and morale boost, other stuff. So a lot of other stuff here. There's a lot of upgrading, a lot of progression, giving you access to more. So it always feels like you're upgrading your community, your character, everything. It's really, really cool. And then we have Vault. That's basically just to store items you want to save. Now, I don't remember where I've stored these items, or yeah, I don't remember why, so I'm not gonna mess around with this. But yeah, that's also a thing. And then Lost and Found. I'm pretty sure that's just collectibles, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. And that's like, apparently that's something from the comics. I haven't read the Walking Dead comics, only the one with Rick Grimes, but I don't remember any of these characters being there. So I think it's a different comic series in the Walking Dead universe. But yeah, they're just collectibles for those who like to do that. Then up here we also have blueprints. It says what it is. Blueprints are a rare resource used to gain higher level upgrades. Then we have medicine. It's used to heal injured survivors and keep them from dying. Basically all of this scrap and everything, you lose that every day because you use up some of the stuff. So you also have to collect that while on your missions. And that's also what you send your survivors out to get, as you can see. And you can use that to upgrade in here, in these things. But it's also important to have because you lose some every day. So you also just need to constantly get it up. Sorry, it's not every day. It's every third day, I guess. Stays until upkeep. So that's until you'll pay, like, I'm pretty sure it's this down here. Yeah, cost paid at upkeep. So you can see how much you're gonna lose soon in 2 days here. And then you have camera rail and yeah. So a lot of freaking stuff in this game. It's really, really great. And this was on release as well. So I really think, I don't know, man, in a retrospective here and looking back at it, I think I liked it when it came out and I was so surprised that so many hated it. I just think people were bandwagoning, to be honest. I think that's what happened, sadly, because it's a great game. And now I'll show you gameplay. Let's play a mission so I can show you that today, even today, if like it's not even available anywhere, you can literally still play it with friends. And I don't have a friend who can join up right now, but yeah, let me show you that it's still playable today, even being taken off, and it's been like 4 years now. So yeah, let's get into a match. I'll just pick a random mission. Wait, let's take the weekly mission, because this changes literally every week. Let's just do that and see. So here we are. Weekly mission, find and steal the family's radio equipment. Weekly mission modifier, the horde is constantly approaching. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because that's a bit tough. Also, the difficulty is on overkill. I usually play it on overkill with my friend. As you can see, it's like default here, but I'm gonna take it on hard because it's been a while. So here we go. Because it's like no one's playing it, sadly, because it's off everything. It'll tell you this: 0 players in lobby looking for player. You'll just accept. So you have to wait a little longer because no one's playing it. So you have to wait a little longer because it'll be searching for something like that doesn't exist. So, but it'll start up, and then this is a really cool thing as well. So every game there will be different changes, like a door will be there suddenly, which you have to open with a lockpick, for example. Or there'll be a door where you need to use a mechanics kit or a wire cutter, different things. So like different scenarios every mission, every game you play. It'll always change up, which is really cool. Now I think we always chose wire cutter. No, lockpick, because then you could also pick like some lockers which had loot. So yeah, I'll just stick with that and I'll keep my class and let's get into this. So I think it's done now. The loading took like 2 minutes. And it's still gonna load in. Okay. There we go. Still gonna load in a bit at the start. But yeah, here we are. The game looks great. It holds up. Like, it just looks great. No complaint about the graphics at all. Nice. Yeah, so as you can see down in the left bottom, I used my suppressor there. You can see a bit has been taken off of the suppressor icon. That's because your suppressor has durability, so use it carefully. Melee is really important in this game. I've accidentally hit Q. That was my bad. Anyways, if you look at the top of the screen, that is your noise meter. Now it can hit 3 levels. At the 3rd level it just gets crazy. Hordes keep on coming. But something very important, and which is really cool in this game, is being quiet. Like, noise is a huge thing, and there are a bunch of noise traps everywhere and lots of different stuff. So you can see here I could have used the power kit to dismantle this so this trap doesn't go off. Wait, hold on. See, I hit it, for example. I hit the wire, so now look at the top. I totally did that on purpose. You just hit it. But yeah, you could have used the mechanics kit. And that's a complaint of mine as well. Like, that's just a useless thing. Like, okay, you can hit it, so why would you use the mechanics kit? Or you could just go around it. Like, sometimes it's dumb, but sometimes the mechanics kit can also give you rewards. So as you can see here, we got a little bit of a horde, so I wouldn't go near that. So this would give me loot if I used the mechanics kit, and that was what I was talking about. And how about stealth takedown? Let's see.
Grows were always a breeding space.
It's just like that. It's like The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, if you've ever played that. And combat, in the reviews showed, people talked about it being clunky when you hit zombies and stuff with the weapons. I feel like it's really heavy. It feels good. Like, the sound design of hitting them in the skull is great, and yeah, I just think it's good. I don't know why people have complained about that, but each to their own. And also, as you can see down the left button, we have the flashbang, the bandages, and the lockpick. You have to craft those with materials you find. For example, the mechanics kit, we could gather some materials there. And then you can craft it here, just in a quick menu. So you also have to be careful with what you craft. For example, if I don't craft the bandage and I get hurt a lot, I use my bandage, and yeah, then I'll need to craft one, but then I wasted it on something else. So you have to think about what you pick as well, which is really cool. So we just picked up a ladder. Now we have an option to get in there, but there are sometimes different options, which is also really cool. Again, the randomized system. I can take on 3. This is the heavy attack, by the way. You can also just use... Well, let me show you. Just like that. Oh, and now they all found me. And you can shove or you can attack. Shoving just pushes it away, basically. Oh, okay, we got attacked by a lot there. But attacking will, like, usually just finish it off, which you do want. Now, let me show you if I use the shotgun. You saw the sound? That's a bad thing, but sometimes you have to do that in a bad case scenario. Also, ammo is really scarce. Like, you need to be careful with your ammo. And you don't get a lot starting off, but you can upgrade that in some skills. Oh, we got a boomer. So we could just get all of these around if they keep following me. And then we can walk around and put the ladder up and just go over. So I think they all followed me now. Okay, there's like one guy over here. We'll just take him out. Oh, it's a boomer. I don't know if they... Yeah, they do. So don't take down boomers. Alright, made it over. And now we don't have trouble with those guys anymore. Okay. I guess you could call that buggy. But no bug fixes has been made for 3 years, so 4 years.
If you make it to the roof, we might find out what's going on there.
So as you can see, camp supplies, it tells you how many there are on the whole mission. And I just picked up 1 out of 125. So that's a lot. Let's be careful in here. Put on the flashlight. Ooh, he'll see me. Okay, the other guy definitely saw me. Let's try not to be loud here. There we go. So there's a trap here. If I had a wire cutter... Okay, that's the thing I usually pick then, to cut these off. So if I had a wire cutter, I would have been able to, well, destroy that. And yes, you can hit it, but then you'll set it off. So we have to go around. That sucks. Okay, we'll take this guy. And then, yeah, you'll see me. But it's fine. Because you'll be dead. Okay, those guys saw me. That's not as good. Sorry, sir. Look at that gore. Nice. This game had so much potential, man. People exaggerate it, sadly. So let me see. If I hit this, it doesn't go off. So you can just do that. And also the game design, like the map design, is also really, really good.
I prefer a good delicatessen.
I love
to the
it.
grocery
Collect
store.
equipment. Hold on.
Got some food and water.
Nice. So we got more supplies. And see, it's like they throw a lot of zombies at you at once. It's nutty. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well. And as I get noticed, do you see how like the music ramps up slowly? Somebody joined me. What the heck? Okay, so somebody actually joined me and I just turned off voice chat. I don't want a talking game. That's pretty cool. Someone's playing it and he's the same character as me. And also, I'm pretty sure in the reviews they said no voice chat, but clearly they added it at least. Now I'm not alone. It's Robin and I. And you can see like the game, it runs good. He's not lagging or anything. So see, no connection issues. Now I can actually prove it. Everything's running great.
We need a key here!
Yep, I already did it. And those, like the objectives are also randomized. Sometimes you go through the outside and the front of the mall. So it also changes like how you approach the whole mission. It's really cool. Alright. Oh! Okay. Okay, I see he's not a stealth person. And you can approach it however you like. He just clearly doesn't approach it stealthily, which is not good for me, because that's usually how I approach things, but it's fine. You can actually just break these. I remember doing that. But if you had a wire cutter, you wouldn't have to go eat through every single bottle, so. It just, like, those, like the wire cutters and lockpicks and stuff just makes, it gives you extra items, like loot. And it just makes the mission a bit easier sometimes.
Nice.
So like it's just a little thing they've added to help you out. Oh frick! I didn't see that. Okay, need to bandage. Nice. Oh, is that chemicals?
Nice.
So I can make a lockpick now, but I
find a use for it.
need okay, I need fabric, cloth. Oh here, lockpick. So hey, I'm gonna get some loot here because I picked the lockpick. Found a mud case. Also, just look at this. Like, this is a sick... Like, it looks good. The game looks good with light, especially. Oh, shoot. Okay. That was an event. Just have. Oh, I can craft a bandage. So that's also randomized. Sometimes that door will just be opened. It's just the basic, you know, randomized mission things. But it's cool that it's in the game.
Try to fuck with the brigade. This is what happens.
Okay, now we come to.
Open fire.
Now we come to the worst AI though. This is a big flaw in the game. The other survivors have horrible AI. And yeah, this is also really great. When you fight those, they'll just shoot, so they'll be loud. So the best thing to do is go in stealth, so they don't get to shoot. He's just going in like this though, so yeah, that's bad. But yeah, so that's also really cool when you, even though they have shit AI, they like the concept of them is really cool. If they had better AI, it would have been great. Cause like it's cool that they'll just shoot, they'll make noise, they don't care, they want to kill you, so they don't care about the zombies. And that basically just fucks you up. So approaching them should always be stealth. You're joining your team and oh yeah, that sucks. That's a thing I've got. If one player just moves.
What do they make you do?
Yeah, so now I just got teleported.
Strangle someone with my barrier.
You can't be too far away.
Damn. Huh?
So, ooh, yeah. I'm gonna be stealth. Because if we alert these guys, they're gonna start shooting and we're gonna have zombies on us constantly. Okay, he fucked up. Okay, yeah, noise attracted wildness. So now they're gonna start spawning in here. The snipers are just like the snipers in Payday. They can just insta-kill you, which stinks. So, yeah, they suck.
Sniper went down.
Okay.
Got the sniper.
Pistol silencer broke. You can't build a new one. I'm fucked now. I'm gonna break the lock. I'm gonna open up for the zombies. But, that's the risk. It's a risk I'll have to take. Down here it gets crazy. I remember this mission. And this is where co-op really comes into the game. I can attract all of these zombies. They'll all go after me. Meanwhile, he completes the objective. And they won't notice him. So that's a really cool thing you can just do. What the so if we can make... Oh shit. Make him fall. There we go. And he stuns them. Just like that. And yeah, the zombies will keep spawning, by the way. They won't stop, so you can't clear out the whole area. Which is... Yeah, maybe that's a bit sucky, but... Hey. Makes the game more interesting. Keeps everything going. Gonna bandage. Create a new one. Let me get this bitch. Damn it.
What?
Oh shit. Okay, so those guys are here.
False alarm. Huh?
Yeah, so you can see that the AI with these guys is really terrible.
Engaging hostiles.
Alright, well, guess we're gonna have to be loud now. And yeah, the shotgun is louder than any other weapon. Oh, that's a weird... Oh, I thought he was dead, okay. They also have a lot of health, like, it's crazy. They do have military armor on, so it makes sense. Now we can go fully out though. So we can just start blasting this place up.
Out of ammo.
My homie's not doing a lot of shooting and he has a lot of health. Okay. So the mission, like at this point, you wouldn't be able to not make noise. But I'm not sure, maybe they wanted it to be like that. I don't think. That would be weird. There we go. So now we have got a Reyna. So yeah, now we're at the zombie part. They'll keep coming.
Not one more word on you.
We can basically just shoot through at this point. Noise doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Over here. There we go.
You have to signal Caleb with
Oh
a
fuck.
flare.
Enemies on the run.
Fucking great.
Shut up.
There we go. Got them both. So yeah, this is the end. And that's where I used the flare gun. Now I remember. Oh, and yeah, all those zombies are out there, so... You definitely don't want to fall down there. Look at how much health they have. That's... Yeah, the survivors AI and just the survivors in general are kind of shit.
Let's get the hell out of here. I hope Caleb is stepping on it.
I don't know why you would customize the flare gun when it's just that one time. Okay, I have 1 bullet left. I better make it count.
I'll be back. Need more ammo.
I have 3 bullets. There we go. Okay, he just went down there. Luckily, you can stay on roofs.
One more word of you.
Now, some guy is gonna arrive in the car, and that's what we're waiting for now. And it's gonna be a bit tough because you have to stand in the area in like 10 seconds, I think. before you can escape. Oh yeah, I haven't even shown you. You can also right click to push.
Don't push your luck, Reyna.
Oh god. Need to save her.
You'll be fine.
Okay, use this flashbang. Nice, let's go. And yeah, that was the mission.
Sending a survivor back to camp.
Great. Alright, and of course, like any other game, you have loot boxes. Kind of. This is just a mod case I picked up. So, not really. And yeah, you also have to, well, not upgrade, but keep your weapons in shape. Because you can see it just downgraded after having been used. So, that's also a thing. Another thing to be aware of. Claim all? Yes. So, okay, they failed. 2 survivors failed. That sucks. Now I can put them on a new mission, so... Yeah, not that one, definitely. Those 2 guys could do it. I'm just gonna add another one for higher success rate. 65, that's fine. He can do this alone. 95, there you go. Cool. So yeah, that's basically the game. I think I showed you a good amount. And now we unlocked 2 new missions. So yeah, it's still going. The game is still going. There's still stuff I haven't even played, like the Sanctuary DLC here. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just think the game is great. And I think it was really slept on. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get back into playing it now. It's just, playing it made me remember why I loved the game so much. So, definitely tell me what you think down below. I would love to hear what you think after seeing all of this. Or if you have the game, let me know what you think. And what you thought when it came out. And if you changed opinions or whatever. So yeah, back to the voiceover Jay. Now I've shown the gameplay and the game and everything. So yeah, go back to him now. So that's the game. And now you know why I love it. And you can disagree with me, of course, that's fine. But I'll always love this game and think everything was just exaggerated. It did have issues. I'm not disregarding that. That needed to be fixed, but they were fixed. And I don't really see any issues today. I've played 3 sessions for this video, and the only bugs I ever saw were the ones you saw in the gameplay, like the zombie glitching into the fence and my player model's torso hanging in the air for like 3 seconds when I was loading in. And of course the AI for the survivors and everything I explained, those are issues, but they never got the chance to fix it because the game was taken off. So, you know, it won't ever get fixed, and it just had so much potential. It sucks, really. And sadly, yeah, people just never gave Starbreeze Studios a chance, and this game ended up forgotten and rotten with other games labeled as garbage. It really had a lot of potential, and it's just a sad ending, really. But luckily, Payday 3 has just been announced on Twitter, so finally we get something new from Starbreeze Studios. They took a long hiatus after Overkill The Walking Dead, I'll tell you that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a new format of mine, and yeah, let me know down below what you think, and let me know what you think of the game. Will you buy it? You can buy it. There's like CD keys and stuff online. Like, come join me. Come, let's start this community back up, okay? Let's play this game. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like the video if you want to see more from me. And yeah, anyways, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Peace out, people.
Summer days coming now, all my days come to town. Hopefully ladies found on the sea playing my sound. I'm no king, got no crown, I can't sing, don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how, but still I stay around. I was way too ahead when I was a